Big wigs, gather around. We've got a razzle dazzle show today, and you'll know what I'm talking about as
So on
the
theme.
show moves on. Welcome back, big wigs. We're here for another episode. Anna, how we doing?
We're across the continent. Am I okay? We're across the country today.
We're
We're doing a
across
little zoomy
Pangea.
zoom zoom. Yeah, across Pangea, if you ever heard of it. We're doing a little zoom in. I'm okay. I'd say surviving is really where I'm at. Is anyone else surviving? January felt 4,000 years long.
It felt 4,000 years long and also a blink of an eye. It's one of those months where you're like, wait a minute. When you're in it, and it just would not
Yeah.
end. And now that the fact that it's February, dare I say, February, like it
Yeah.
feels too rushed.
It feels really crazy, especially because I'm like, oh, well, the spring is soon. Like the year, where does the year go? Like,
Girl,
feels like we just had a new year. And I'm like, I was like booking a thing in like August, and I was like, August.
we're both still waiting on checks from
Yeah.
2023. Like, what is going
Yeah.
on?
I'm
Punxsutawney
waiting on a
Phil.
lot of stuff from 2023. 2023 is still there for me. I'm still in it, until I get those
Oh yeah.
checks signed.
Oh, we're still in last year waiting for our accounts to catch up. You know who is getting the bill though? Punxsutawney Phil. He did not see his shadow. Ergo,
Spring.
spring is coming. Spring
Spring
is a
is coming.
coming, okay?
I
Because
had like a sick obsession with Groundhog Day growing up. I thought
is
of it as
it
like a legit holiday.
because there was a movie made about it, Anna? That's
There was a
why.
movie made about it, but I also published. We did these like hardback books that we would make in elementary school,
Oh my
and
God.
I
Okay,
did
go off,
one
Oxford.
based on Groundhog Day, and I did it about, and it's like this like, and I gave the groundhog life. Like I was like, well,
That's
first he gets
niche.
up, he takes a shower, he listens to music in the shower. I like had him like
You gave him a
illustrated.
life, Anna.
Yeah.
You gave the origin story of Punxsutawney Phil.
Hmm. It's
Wait
really
a minute.
wild.
Do
I was in
you
like first or second grade.
Now, if any of you, as you should have, gone to Anna's show, you know that her parents are in with the new, out with the old. And so I feel like they might have thrown that book away. But if you, by any means, can get a hold of that literary
Yeah.
genius, I would love to know about Punxsutawney Phil's origin story.
Last right before the pandemic was the first time I ever saw my parents' storage unit. For those who don't know, the quick
Mm,
version is my parents sold our house that we grew up in when I was in college, didn't tell us. My brother and me were in college. They
yeah.
didn't tell us. My sister knew because she was still younger. And so it got rid of everything. But they had this storage unit, and I went to this magical storage unit apparently right before the pandemic, and it
That
was there. I remember seeing it there.
Wait,
So I don't
this
know.
is
They've
good news.
downsized. They've gotten rid of stuff since then. So I have no idea where it is. It could be gone. It could be, burned up and it doesn't exist anymore. But it was a full story about Punxsutawney Phil and like just like his like chill life that he had like in his hole in the ground,
Dude,
and then like
Phil is
once
a
a year he got
gangster.
work.
Phil is a G. Phil is actually all of us. We are Punxsutawney Phil, just begging for a gig. We're out here in
Right?
these streets just trying to get booked.
He
And
got
Punxsutawney Phil just comes out once a year. He already knows he's booked. He's got that annual gig.
he got
And
tenure. Yeah.
he's tenured. Phil honestly is living the dream life. He gets to be in hibernation the entire year and then comes out.
Okay, wait.
Wait,
You know who was our Punxsutawney Phil though this year? Luann. I don't know if you saw the Luann didn't step out of a hole in the ground, but stepped out onto the Empire State Building, got some partnership with the Empire State Building. Yes, that one, the
let's
building.
talk about a big wig sponsorship. Okay. You get fucking sponsored by the Empire State Building?
And Luann walked out. Remember, she walked out and she was like, looks like spring is around the corner. And we were all like, oh my God, wait, the groundhog had a glow up and is now the Countess.
The
It was a great
groundhog.
moment.
Wait a minute. So I never even saw this video. So you're telling me that
Wait,
Luann,
you have to
I
see this
don't know.
video.
I don't know what you're referencing, but I'm loving the visual that you're giving me.
The visual is literally Luann on the Empire State Building, walking out into like sunshine and being like, "I think I see spring." Who needs a groundhog when you have a countess? That was the vibe.
So
That was the
maybe,
week that I DM'd her, remember? And she was like,
oh,
I'm
fantastic.
extremely busy, but like, yes, let's make a video together. Meanwhile, guess what? I think I'm gonna go see her in LA. I think
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
have
get
lunch
tickets.
or you, oh, the tickets over the show.
The ticket, her new show. It's like called like Marry, Fuck, Kill.
You know
Like,
what I love though? I guarantee you she's still gonna perform the same songs, but maybe she has different guests. Is she doing Luann and Friends?
I have no idea. I can't wait.
But you know
I
what?
have to
It's
get
a
the tickets
new
first, and then
show, baby. So
it's a
get
new
ready.
show. We're here in Los Angeles,
Yeah.
February 16th. I said I want to promote your show. I'm gonna bring the wig. You know, I gotta meet
You got
her at
to.
some
You
point.
got to.
Like, I don't know how. I'll let her know ahead of time, like I'm coming. Like maybe, you know, maybe we can arrange. She'll be like, honey, I'm busy that night.
Oh, wait, no, guys, we'll never forget when she told Anna that she's got a jam-packed week, which just makes me
Jam-packed
so
week.
happy. Jam-packed,
But
you guys.
she did have a jam-packed week. She was on top of the Empire State Building filming her Punxsutawney Phil moment. So I get it now. I was like, yeah, she's packed,
The thing,
jam-packed.
I mean, the schedule is, she's booked and busy, sweetie.
Yeah.
I want my schedule to be so jam-packed. I want to be a woman about
Oh my
town.
God,
And
Dre, I'm not recording.
you know what's
How
so
much
funny?
time? How
Neither
much time?
am I. You
How
know
much
what?
time? We
Let's
don't
see.
know.
It's been, yeah, we don't know. We don't even know. Well, you know what? We have this audio and this, that was a fire intro, guys, so we're keeping it.
Oh my
We're
God, we're not recording. Okay,
okay, guys,
ready?
get ready for better audio coming your way because now we're gonna be on our microphones actually because we're fucking alive now. Okay, ready?
I just
Hit
looked down. I'm like, 1, 2, 3,
2, 3.
record. Too good, guys. We got to go with the Zoom. I'm sorry about that. Both of us just realized we weren't recording. So we're gonna have Zoom audio in the intro. It's okay. You know what? It's okay. Shit happens.
Oh my God, that was what a ride. What a ride.
Are we okay?
Or we're
I'm
not
not
okay.
okay. I haven't slept since Thursday. I don't know what day it is.
Give us a
Wednesday? I haven't
give us a
slept in a
pup
week.
date, really quick pup date for
Really quick
all
update. They're
our
ruining my
girlies.
fucking life. What kind of mistake did I do? I'm broke. I'm tired. I have bags under my eyes I didn't even know could form. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah,
like layers. I have like
you've
I look like a
unearthed
snowman
new
under my eye.
layers.
Like just like the big balls, you know, like stacked on top of each other. That is my face right now. Let's just say, you know what? If you have puppies and you've had them for 1 month, don't fly across the country to a different time zone. They won't get it.
They don't get the
And
new time zone.
I struggle a little with jet lag, but like this is beyond. I don't even know what, like our timing is so off. They're waking up at 1 a.m., at 4 a.m., at 6 a.m. God bless if you have a child. I don't know how people do it with like human children. Like this is like
Oh,
I, I don't know. I
they
don't know.
pause their lives. I think you really do have to pause your life. At least with a dog, you can kind of pretend like you're resuming. But with the child, I mean, paternity leave, maternity leave, you get some time to just be a
Yeah.
mom, be a parent.
I mean, I work for myself, so
Right. You are
I
your
could have
boss.
given myself the
You could
time.
take some time off, Anna.
I can't. Actually, I financially cannot
We
because
got to be working. Yeah.
they're expensive. But yeah, no, the update is they're so cute, and I did cave and I gave up the other night and I let them sleep in the bed because they wouldn't shut the fuck up and I was like,
Listen,
I don't know what else to do and my sleep is more important now.
of course.
So I threw them on the bed and they slept. And I was like, oh great, now I've ruined them because now they're never going to go in a crate again. They're going to be like, well, why would we go in this crate when we can sleep on your
When
comfy
we
bed?
have your plush mattress.
Yeah, I got a comfy bed. I have comfy beds wherever I go. It's a really important thing in my life. Anyway, that's the pup date. If anyone wants one, I will sell it to you for the right price. I used to say that about Bobby. I'm like, if you come to me with the right price, it's yours.
For the right price and you come to me at the right time after they just both simultaneously shit on the floor, they're yours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that happens. I wonder if
Absolutely.
that's like a brother sibling thing. I don't fucking know. But yeah,
They
they
have, oh
love
yeah, they
to
have
like go.
sibling intuition. Yeah.
Yeah, like sometimes they'll both like shit on the floor. Like, or I'll be cleaning up pee somewhere and the other one's staring at me peeing across the room. And I'm like, oh, it's because I have no wee wee pad out because your brother just ruined it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what? You know, it's a lot. I did this to myself. So anyway, yeah, it's wonderful.
Well, I just saw their
They're
faces.
so cute.
Right. They are so cute. And when you pulled them up, I mean, you just really can't be mad at them. So thanks for the pup date
Mm-mm.
because we love them. And honestly, as crazy as it is, sometimes it's fun to just have chaos. I like to live in the chaos.
Yeah. I honestly, everything in my life is chaos right now. So it's like kind of funny that we also have these like brand new puppies with us. Like we're like,
Oh, of
what the
course.
fuck are we doing? Like
What
what
are we doing?
actually are we doing? Um,
Yeah, but
tell me
actually,
about your week. Wait, you went and saw Chicago the musical.
yes, it
Give us the
was
rundown.
truly. It's so fun to see stars. Now, I'll be honest, I'm embarrassed to say, but this is the first time that I actually have seen when the role is reprised by, somebody who's trending, like either a reality star. I didn't even see Lisa Rinna, right, when she did the role,
Hmm.
but this was Ariana Madix. She's dealt with infidelity. She's had like the twist and like the glitz and the glam of all of the drama. And so to do the role
And
of
she's been on
Roxy
Dancing with the Stars for the
and coming
last.
off of Dancing with the Stars, I mean, it was
Yeah,
just so fun. She's got a great voice. She's moving and grooving. And of course, next to these like extremely seasoned Broadway stars, I think she held her own. You can
that's great.
tell that they're Broadway stars and they're just doing the high kicks and the splits and the belting the songs, but I definitely think she held her own. And I wonder what it must just feel, kind of vindication. Just like, fuck yeah. Like I went through a really hard
Because she went to
time.
school for musical theater. Like that's fucking huge to just be
Right.
on Broadway now.
Yeah, I mean, yes. It also is crazy. I wonder what the Broadway stars who have been in the show for a long time, what is it like? Is it kind of buzzy and fun? I think I would look at it like that. But do they look at these reality stars or somebody who's gone through a lot and then obviously they bring in the role to like boost box office tickets, but what do they think about that when they're like
I
a
think
new Roxy Hart's coming in?
I think they're used to it by now because they've been
Yeah,
using this role as like, let's put in a
right.
fun celebrity because this show has been on Broadway for so
So
long. Like
long.
it would just kind of, with any show that runs forever, not that everyone's so talented, but it would get stale, I think. Like,
Yeah,
oh, the same show again. It gives people a reason to go and see it again if they've seen it
totally.
before. So and it's kind of become this like funny like zeitgeist thing, like, oh, like, when you
Who's going to
say
be
like
the
this
next
person's going to go on
Roxy?
Dancing with the Stars, like this
Yeah.
person would be a Roxy Hart. Like it's such a funny role like that. I love it. I want to go see her in it. I think I'll try in March, I hope, when I get back.
Oh, you absolutely should. Who do you think has been your favorite Roxy Hart to reprise the role?
Oh God. I don't know. I mean,
I'm
like,
looking up the names now. Obviously, Pamela Anderson.
yeah, that's a fun one. I didn't see any of them. Hold on. I
Oh,
want to know who are the Roxy Hearts.
Olivia Holt from Cruel
Oh,
Summer.
okay. Don't know who that is.
Angelica Ross.
I mean, I'm a fan of like Anne Reinking, who like originated,
Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
like she was it. She was like, and I loved Renee in the movie. I thought she fucking crushed in the movie too.
Brings me to ask you, in the movie, Velma is played by Catherine Zeta-Jones. So very like
Yes.
sensual, the role is supposed to be kind of like cheeky and sensual. And the role that is the woman, she's so talented. I mean, she is just like statuesque, so amazing dancer, amazing singer. I should actually get her name from the playbill, but she's this very young girl and she wasn't very sensual. And so I always had them in my mind that Catherine Zeta-Jones, the role has to be that, but she
Hot
played it
and
a
bitchy. Velma
yeah,
is a hot bitch.
a hot bitch. Yeah, this girl was a little bit more theater, like like aw shucks kind of, but I still thought she was. I mean, I'm amazed. I'm an easy target. Like I'm amazed by it. You literally could say boo on stage, and I'm like, oh my god, she's amazing. But I thought that's
Now
how
I
it was supposed to be. So now I know. I guess yeah, she's supposed to be hot, cheeky bitch.
a hot bitch. Yeah, Velma's like the queen of the crop, you know? She doesn't
Yes,
let anything slide. She is a quick bitch. When you said you were saying, it's funny because I do plan on coming to be one of those Roxy Harts that debuts on Broadway. Do you know
oh,
that's like a plan in my head?
absolutely. I mean,
Yeah,
now are you going to go from Dancing with the Stars? Like, what's going to be your
I
what's the
really want to do
sequence of
Dancing with the
events?
Stars. I would
Yeah,
love to do. Ariana had a great like.
a
I
great
think that was a great
sequence.
path. Yeah,
Yeah,
like go to Dancing with the Stars and then come to Broadway and do Roxy Hart. I
totally.
think that would be iconic. I'm not a great dancer, which is why I think I'd be a great candidate for Dancing with the Stars. I can dance, but
Well,
I
you've
don't
got to be
follow
trained.
choreography well.
Right.
Yeah, I need to be trained. I need to be trained and I need to be rehearsed big time. But when you said you were seeing it, I texted you and I was like, do you know I played Roxy Hart in college? And
Yeah,
I'm scared that that's when I peaked in my life. Like I was good. I like really committed to this role. I worked so hard to dance that role. Like
absolutely.
I sing and I love singing and that's such a fun, there are so many fun songs in that show, but like the dancing is intimidating. And I was like, and
Yeah.
I was playing opposite of Velma, who was like an amazing dancer. So I was like,
See, you
you
got to
gotta be good.
bring
You
it.
gotta pick it up. It does exist on a DVD somewhere. My
Maybe it's right
BU
next to your
production
Punxsutawney Phil book.
BU production. No, it's in my apartment in New York. I have Chicago on me because when I'm really down, I will put that on and be like, "Wow, Anna, that was it. That was your moment. That was you fucking." I dyed my hair
Absolutely.
red.
You
I
dyed
was
your
a
hair
redhead
red.
for it.
What? Did
Yeah,
she even
really.
have? I thought she was
In
blonde.
the in the play, well, the real script
Ooh.
talks about her being a redhead or whatever, and so
Ooh.
I committed to the role. I was
Hell
like, I'm not
yeah.
gonna wear a wig. I have to dance. The wig's gonna fall off. I gotta
Oh my
dye my
God, you were
full
method
head
acting
hair.
in this bitch. You dyed your hair red.
Mhm. First time I ever
Incredible.
dyed my hair too. And let me tell you, when you go from dark brown like to red, it took 2 times because
Yeah,
it
it
looked like
doesn't do it
cranberry.
easily, right? Yeah.
And they had to like strip all my hair and then re-dye it. I looked like Deborah Messing in Will and Grace. I looked cool.
Wow.
I liked the red. But then as soon as my roots started to grow in, I was like, get rid of it. Goodbye.
We
We need to go
can't have
back to
this.
brown.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
I
I'll
would
have
love
to
to
show
see
it to you
this.
though.
I need to. I need the Razzle Dazzle number, obviously. That one I just loved because I love anything rhyming. I love give me like a catchphrase. Give him the old razzle dazzle. And now I've just been walking around my apartment with to nobody, just saying, give him the old razzle dazzle, Dre. That's what
Were
I've
the
been
other
telling
cast
myself.
members good? Like the Billy Flynn and
Oh,
the matron Mama Morton.
she was so good. I need to get these people's names, but guys, seriously, if you get the chance, go see at least this cast. I mean, I feel like it will always be great, but yeah, I thought everybody was so good. And they
You should come
so
back with me. I know every word.
oh my God. Oh, it'd be so fun sitting next to you. She's gonna be like, this is the part, this is my favorite part. I'll be like, shut up. I am watching this. I mean, it's actually a very sad, good
Nowadays.
ending, but like the story itself is sad. It's about infidelity, cheating, like, oh, that's infidelity. Yes, thank you, Andrea. And just murder.
Did she have any like did she do any like fun like Vanderpump like did she have any, jokes that were like inserted that you were like because it is about infidelity and that's
Yeah.
honestly what made her pop off on that show is that he was fucking cheating on her. Did she have any like wink to the audience where
Anytime they
she was
had
like
just regular dialogue, she was very sassy and she would like look at the audience and be just kind of give us the eye. But I thought it was a part of her role, but just knowing everybody, obviously, if you watch Vanderpump, you can kind of know that she's like giving a little like nod to
nod?
everybody that's, watches Vanderpump.
I
She's
love
just
it.
like, yeah, she just gave really funny facial expressions and she was very expressive in her emotions. And I thought she did great at that. So
That's good. I want to
yeah.
see it. I haven't seen
Oh, we're
Chicago in a while.
doing it. We'll go. I think it's on for 6 weeks, and so, but top
Yeah.
grossing. This was the highest grossing they had in years for the opening week, which is honestly crazy. Knowing that Rumor Willis, Brandy, freaking a lot of people, Pamela Anderson. Like I would have thought Pamela Anderson would have had a
Rita
record-breaking.
Wilson's played it.
Rita Wilson.
Mhm.
Oh my God! I wish I could have seen Rita Wilson.
I know, me too. I wish I saw
Rita.
Pam Anderson too. Wait, that's so
Yeah.
fun. All right, I want to go see Chicago now. You got me in the mood.
Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it.
I while you were seeing Chicago the musical on Broadway, I was on a plane and discovered that Delta, shout out, okay, I don't usually shout out the airlines that have wronged me in the past, but I flew Delta and I don't know if you know this, but Delta has some of the master classes on their flight, on their in-flight
No, they
entertainment.
do not.
They got a partnership with Masterclass And
Oh,
there were like 5 or 6 of them. And lo and behold, the Kris Jenner masterclass was on. And I said, you gotta watch it. Here's the only annoying thing. They do
absolutely.
it in like chapters. So it was like every 3 minutes, you have to like press like next one. Like just play it for me. You know, it's like broken down into like little like 3-minute segments or
Oh,
whatever. Like
oh no,
it was so
annoying.
annoying. And on a plane with that old thing, you have to go back and it's like, go back. Oh, what was I on? 3 or 4? I don't
Yeah,
remember, you know, like, so I definitely like, I didn't finish it because I got annoyed by the things, but
I
I
would have
watched a
too.
lot of it. It was very interesting and honestly inspiring as a person who likes to do impersonations, you know, impressions of Kris Jenner. It
Absolutely.
was, I had to watch it
Did
and
she
she was so
really?
on.
Oh, really? Well, I mean, that's amazing. Even though, she doesn't have a degree in marketing, doesn't have a degree in PR, but they say, experience is the greatest teacher. So I guess she
Mhm.
was able to just like talk about, does she give examples of talking about how they got on the show, how they moved from that to that?
She kind of talks about it all. You're gonna laugh because Dre, as you guys know, longtime listeners of Big Wigs, we've been going a year now, so I'm
It's
obsessed with you.
crazy.
If you guys are still here and with us, even if the new people are here, are obsessed. I love you. Wait, so Kris is a huge manifester.
Oh,
Manifests, makes vision boards. All
no
this
way.
shit was in the masterclass. I'm like, Dre would have, she would have clicked goodbye within 5 minutes of this. And I am here like drooling, like, oh my God, Kris makes vision boards
Taking in every
for
word.
everything. She's like, for meetings with all of our companies, we make vision boards. And she was like, so I knew I would have 6 kids and I knew I'd be successful and I knew I wanted to like have my own business. Like she was like, it's not surprising to her because she
Yeah.
manifested it. And I
She's
was
like,
just
I've
like,
been working at this.
yeah. And also I didn't realize like her mom had a clothing store when she grew up. Her mom
No
always worked
way.
and her mom had a clothing store, a kids clothing store. So that's why she
Oh,
started her kids clothing store. And then Courtney and took over and Chloe took over, remember running the store, and then they created Dash and then Dash, you know, like opened in other cities. So they do the whole trajectory of like how these businesses kind of started coming together. And a lot of it was because Kris wanted a store and had a store and she got the space next door and then they got their store. And yeah, it was
they've
it was
never
cool.
mentioned the no, I want to listen that's I want to watch it now. But they never talked about how her mother had a clothing store.
Yeah. MJ, babe.
Insane.
She fucking
MJ.
started it all. We
I
love
think
MJ.
we should do a golden hour. It should be Joan Rivers, MJ. We got to do Martha Stewart, like all of our favorites of like the golden hour, and we can do a whole show based on these legends.
Okay. I'm into it. I love it. I don't have a wig on today, guys, but we'll do it when we're in person for sure. We'll do it. We'll
I
do a
just
Living
love,
Legends
yeah, I
Big
love
Wigs
all of
episode.
these iconic women just coming alive in their golden years.
Yeah. It I will say the manifestation of it all really was a lot for me. I was like, wow, this makes sense why I wanted to do Kris Jenner. Like I was like, she does believe in like this shit that I believe
Absolutely.
in.
Here's the thing though. When you're manifesting, you're basically just focusing and working towards a goal. And you're like saying you're putting it in the universe, but at the same time, you're also putting in the work, putting in the hours. So manifesting, yeah, it's great, but you're still doing the same stuff if you didn't manifest it because you're still thinking about it, you're still going to the work every day, you're still doing it. And I'm not knocking manifesting. I'm just saying that, if you still if you have a goal, I guess it's all the same, right? You have a goal, you're manifesting, they're all synonyms of each other. And at the end of the day, if you
Sure.
actually reach your goal, you're like, because I manifested. It's like, yes, you manifested, you thought about it, you also did the work. So just like work hard
Dre's
towards your
gonna always be
goals.
the Debbie Downer of manifesting.
I believe in manifesting, but I also think
Listen,
it's the same thing as just like working hard towards your goal. Believe me, my mom had this big poster that she was going to throw out, and I told her 2 days ago, I said, I want to keep it because I want to make a vision board. And she said, you want a collage? And I said, yes. So I'm there. I am there.
you're coming
Coming,
around.
coming around. I am really.
I will say that Kris also wakes up at 5 a.m. every day and works out and does everything. And she said she arrives 30 minutes early to every meeting that she has. And I was like, that's where we're a little different.
See, now that we need both, both of us really need to work on. And I would love to do that. But I also think when you're so busy, it's quite an accomplishment to be able to be early everywhere. Cause it's like, what were you not doing 30 minutes ago? And how do you look constantly amazing? Like before I go to a meeting, I'm getting my shit together. I am combing my flyaways. But I guess you just got to get up even earlier and do that.
You know, for me, a lot of it is like the transportation of it all. Like, how am I getting to this meeting? Like, yes, I could probably be early if I had a driver there. Like,
I could get there early.
Hop in, doll.
Such a good point. Is like, not only do you have to factor in the hour or 45 minutes to get to the location, so you got to be getting ready. Yeah. This is what I tell myself, Dre, it's 5 hours before the event. Start getting ready now. But
wow.
No, because you know what? If I do allow myself that much time, then I just take so long to get ready. But if you only have an hour, the process, you're speeding it up.
Go. Yeah. I give myself less time than 5 hours. I wish I wish
no. I don't do that, but I feel like I could use 5 hours of time to get ready. Yeah. Absolutely.
Anywho,
yeah, speaking of wrapping it up,
masterclass is not paying me to say this, but I recommend it. It was really fun for me, at least. I got to finish it, so I'm hoping. I'm like, when am I flying Delta again? Soon. I'll catch it.
You can use my login, and we can split, because I did the yearly annual subscription, to which I'm totally writing off on my taxes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like it's going back to school. I think I can do that. I have to ask my accountant. I have to. Anyway, let's take a quick break, shall we?
And we're back, Pookie. We are back. Okay, this was the shortest fame we ever saw.
They were up and then they were down.
And then they came down hard. Yeah. They're still around. Around, but I don't think people are as obsessed.
Yeah.
Wait, we got to talk about this. We talked about Pookie. We did Pookie. Oh my God, we got to put out our Pookie. I forgot. We did a Pookie.
We have content out the wazoo, guys, and we don't even have enough time to post it all, but it'll be coming out on our YouTube, on our TikTok, somewhere.
I love it. Okay. Also, I thought you would be proud that Jared and I did Pookie together, because
I meant to repost that. I need to.
She texted me and was like, "Are you and Jared doing this?" Literally when I had sent it to him, being like, "Wait, yeah,
you have to do it."
So it was. I gotta say though, it was a little stressful. Okay, not to throw him under. We love Jared, but it was like 20 takes, because he was like, "I gotta get it better." And I was like, I can't work with people like this. I'm sorry. I'm a seasoned performer. I cannot. No, he was
as a Kris Jenner. You're a one-take wonder, and yeah,
I'm not. But I was like, for this, it's one take, and I was like, let's just do it and be done. And we got it. And it was funny though. It was a very. I think we were just so tired too.
Yeah.
And because we did it like the other night when we were here, and I was just like, and we had friends coming over. It was a crazy time to do. But anyway, the Pookie couple, let's discuss. So they were hot and heavy, right? Everyone was loving how rich they are.
Exactly. Every outlet is reporting on them. They're saying, who is Pookie? Find out all about Pookie at the link in our bio. And everybody's clicking on it and we're watching their videos. They've got millions of hits. And then what happens?
And then, her college friends were like, we're not going to let this bitch get that famous. We're going to fucking tell about this party that she went to in college. It was like a plantation themed party, a very inappropriate racist thing to do. And that shit's going to resurface. I mean, like, if you're going anywhere on the internet will find you where you came from, and so, didn't she have to put out an apology? I think she did an apology video or something. I
saw the apology on her story, and it just said, obviously these things are coming back from my past. It was inappropriate. I do not condone this. And let me just say, being in a sorority, obviously there was very questionable, not racist at all, but very questionable theme parties. And because of group mentality, you go along with it. Like, we had an anything but clothes party, an ABC party. So you show up in caution tape and like half of your nipple is out. Like those type of things are just like in our young state of
Oh.
mind, we're not thinking it's wrong. We're like, of course I'll walk around in caution tape. Like what? Then these people from the South, they go to these very elite, like, you know, mainly Caucasian schools. They're gonna think group mentality. Yeah, their freaking recruitment chair is like, we're gonna throw a party and we're all gonna dress up like we all live on a plantation, and everybody's like, oh my God, I love it. I get to wear like a poofy little dress. They don't know the history. They should.
Oh
They
my
don't.
God. I feel like, but we would know in college. I'd be like, that sounds wrong. That doesn't
Oh,
sound okay.
yeah, yeah.
Is that
No.
blackface? What the fuck?
Now that to me, when I think about this, and I'm like, that's so crazy that they didn't even have the the awareness to know that that's inappropriate. Like 21-year-old me would have
Yeah.
absolutely said no. But you know what? We grew up in a city. We grew up a little bit
Yeah.
more culturally
In the
aware.
Northeast, it's
Yeah.
a different, yeah, a little
It's
more diverse, a little more
different.
cultured.
Way different. Yeah.
Wait, that's so funny. When you just said you had an ABC party though, I wasn't in a sorority. In another lifetime I was. I think like in my past life I probably was, but I
Oh
was in
yeah.
like the theater kid group, and our theme parties were like we had like a Kevin Federline, Britney Spears themed party.
That's fantastic. I
Um
don't even know why you're talking
I
down on
went as
that.
Kevin Federline, because I'm not like other girls, right?
Of
Okay.
course.
And then we had like Christmas in July
Love.
party.
Yep.
Like that was the theme. Even though we're not in school in July. So I'm like, when did we have it? May? Like Christmas in July and May, something like that. Like everyone was like so witty and like this is so
Of
funny, like to
course.
do like Christmas in July, but it's also like May. Those are the only theme parties I remember going to. I don't remember any others. And that's probably just because I have photos of them.
How cringy. A stoplight party. If you're available, you wear green. If you're maybe ready for a relationship, you wear yellow. If you're taken,
Are
you
you
wear red.
serious?
Beyond cringe.
What'd
Chuggy,
you wear?
probably yellow. Probably like I dressed up as like yellow green because
Yeah.
I was like, I'm literally, I
Keep
don't
it a
even
mystery.
know. Yeah, a bit of a mystery. I wore a white shirt. No, I'm just kidding. I have no,
Wait,
I
that's
those,
such a weird theme.
yeah, stoplight parties, boats and hose parties. I mean, just the most degrading. I
People are
can't.
like saying how wrong it is, like white trash parties. Like those were probably
Yeah,
really, those are like not right to do. It's so funny though that like
so
we,
funny.
we all like jerk off to a theme, like especially in college. You're like,
Oh
yeah,
my
give me
God.
a
Oh,
theme party.
theme parties, just to even have, you know what, it gave us something to live for. We're like, this Saturday I don't
Mhm.
got to think about anything other than dressing up to the theme. That's it. That's all I got to
Yeah,
worry about. Can you imagine? They didn't have to worry about health insurance. I just have to dress up like a slutty pirate. Put me
I
in,
love that.
coach. Put me in. So the downfall of Pookie, look, the pictures resurfaced. It's not like she was quoted for saying any bad words. It's not, she
Yeah.
just was dressing in a very inappropriate way because of what goes along with the theme party. So does she deserve
And
to
you
be
know what?
canceled? What do you think?
I mean, sure, a little bit, but I also feel like it won't matter. It doesn't in the long run. I don't think whether or not these photos came about, they're not going to be like they're not going to be in the moment for that long. Like these kinds of TikTok phenomenons have very
Yeah.
short-lived fame, you know,
Oh my God.
unless they
Until the
get
next thing
to
shades them.
Broadway.
Oh, she may be on. Could we say
You never
Pookie?
know.
Is
Pookie
Pookie
is
going
not
to take Broadway?
a Roxy. Pookie is not going to Broadway. Okay. Pookie is going to the Hermes store. Okay. And she might get a second Kelly bag and like a white for the spring, but we are not
Ooh.
going to Broadway.
But let me tell you something that Pookie's not going to do. Take on Roxy Hart. Take on the old razzle dazzle.
No.
I
No.
will. It is shocking. You know, the cycle of news is just so quick these days that I haven't even seen I think in like a couple days anything about Pookie, the Pookie couple. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, I think it
Until
came
she's
and
going to
went.
go viral again for something else, and then, we'll see her again. That's the exhausting thing about the news cycle, is just like everything is new.
I will say people liked Jared in the role a lot. So I said, do you want to do a part
Ooh,
two? Because
yes,
he did a great
reprise.
job. He was, if you guys haven't seen the video we put out, Jared plays the boyfriend, the husband.
The husband, don't forget, it's husband.
And he did a great job. I thought it was very funny because it is mostly him being like, damn, Pookie, that dress is fire.
Pookie, I just want to say you look absolutely ravishing tonight. No, Jared's hair was spot on. The next, if you guys have to do a part 2, and I'm gonna request a turtleneck this time.
Yeah, he needs a turtleneck. And also, I have an idea for it because I don't know if you saw, they're in Aspen, Dre. They're in Aspen this week.
Oh my
Pookie.
God.
Pookie's in Aspen. Wait, the outfits in Aspen are really fire. Okay. You missed them by a week. Could you die? And they're like, Aspen's so bougie. And I'm like, they're definitely in the same like places that Dre was.
Yeah, Aspen is the place, y'all, the place to be seen.
Listen, whether or not they get canceled, they found love, you know? They got each other, they got love. They're gonna have a bomb-ass Valentine's Day, right? Pookie's gonna get fucking 20 new designer bags.
Oh my God. There was a video where he gave her a flower arrangement and it had Pookie in these cardboard letters, like all across the floral arrangement. You know, while I think that's so sweet, I could do without my name being in the flowers. Just give me a dozen roses. Yeah. I think that sums up kind of the love. I don't need.
Is that what you want for Valentine's Day?
A year ago, honestly, we talked about Valentine's Day and how we don't need much. A nice dirty martini and some oysters. I want that for every occasion. Maybe even, and then after I want Chipotle. And, you know,
I hope he listens to this episode. That's nice. Wait, I think my views have changed since last Valentine's Day. I think I like if I had my wish now, I want a cake and I want balloons and I want candy. I want to be like fully Valentine's Day out. And maybe that's because it's been such a dark few months that I'm like, let's fucking go for it this year. But of course, this month is really hard because we are just spending way too much money. Because I said to Jared, I was like, I want this like bracelet, like Valentine's Day. And he was like, we can't do Valentine's Day. Okay. It's maybe next Valentine's Day. We got to take a year off. We got to take a break.
Maybe next
when
year,
you can't have it. Yeah. You want it more. So I'm like, oh, of course. I want Valentine's Day this year. No, but we have no money.
For majority of women, I think gifts are nice, experiences are nice. But maybe I speak only for a few men in this, but I feel like men really, truly just want one thing. And I'm not really going to say it explicitly.
A blowjob?
you know, they just honestly, yes. Like they just want, I'm not saying that I do it. I'm not
when
saying
you said I'm not going to say it, I'm like,
yeah, that's literally when I mean, Nick, I could ask for Christmas, birthday, holiday, Valentine's. Men are so easy. He's like, Dre, just, you know what a man wants, like literally anything, like literally touch my ass. Like they're so easy. He doesn't want a new shirt. He doesn't want Zara. He doesn't want, I mean, sure, he would love like a nice, delicious Mastro's steak dinner and a martini. But like when it comes down to the nitty ass gritty of it, men are so simple. They're so easy. They just want ass. Like that's it. They're primal creatures.
Well, somehow, I don't know how I've kept my guy around for so long because I'll be like, I got you a shirt.
No, that's me trying to get out of it. I'm like, you sure you don't want? Just like, I'll make dinner.
I'm so full and tired, but look, dude, I got you a new sweater.
My line every time is just like, oh my God, your dinner was just so filling. I can't possibly roll over right now. I can't.
We need to do an entire episode on like, what do people say? I need people to write in. What do you do to get out of sexual relations?
I need all of the excuses because guess what? I've used up all mine and I need some new ones in rotation.
Don't you feel like when you are actually in the mood, they're not? Like why does that happen? Like when you're ready to go, they're like, it's not the time right now. Okay, you can't. I'm busy. I got to. And I'm like, well then, see you in another 4 months, bitch. Like this is it. This is your trip.
It's so true, and it's in awkward times. It's usually like 2:00 midday after I've like showered, I went for a run. It's always on my time, right? And they're never available. And you're right, it is like 3 times. It's once every 4 months. It's truly 3 times a year. So take it or leave it, sir.
Yeah, it's
at least true. For me. At least for me, I know that men are just like way more in the mood. But should we talk about cocaine hippos? Is that like such
I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. You put this on the thing and I was like, is this some movie I should know about? Literally on our list, I see cocaine hippos running rampant. And I wrote, I stared at that and I thought either Dre took some mushrooms before we recorded or I don't know.
No, not to be confused with Cocaine Bear, but
Yeah.
my dad sends me this. It goes, "Be careful." I'm like, what is this man on? Okay.
Dre's
Listen.
parents are always looking out for her safety.
He's like, my dad's catchphrase is "stay alert." Like for my birthday, he's like, "Happy birthday, I love you. Stay alert." I go, "Thanks, Dad." That's his catchphrase. He loves saying it. He just
Mine
says,
is,
"Stay alert."
"Don't leave me a voicemail. I won't check it." That's my dad's catchphrase. I'll be like, "Dad, I left you a voicemail for your birthday." He goes, "I don't check those. I don't care."
Interesting that your dad's very progressive. I feel like in their generation, they love a voicemail. Like, leave all the voicemails. I'm gonna check them. He's past that. Doesn't need it.
What a waste of time. What a waste of time for him. He doesn't give a fuck.
So I get this text and it says, yeah, cocaine hippos are running around. Apparently, Pablo Escobar, he had 3 hippos on his ranch or villa, whatever. And of course, he was detained. And then these hippos were released and they were not on cocaine, but they were on his cocaine ranch. And they've now procreated. They're running.
So we're not sure if they were on cocaine.
It
They're
is
running.
rampant.
They're a little pick me up.
We have no idea. It's TBD whether or not they are addicted to the old white powder. And so, yeah, they're just running all around. And they're very aggressive because if you don't have hippos in captivity, they are very aggressive animals. And they are stepping all over towns. They're running into schools. These are
I
hippos.
hope I run into one. I'm like, I gotta see this in person. Are you fucking kidding me?
Absolutely.
Your dad brought us gold.
They're attacking people.
That's so funny though. I'm sorry. But like if I saw a hippo who's fucking hopped up on cocaine running around a school, I'd be like, well, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Isn't it though? If you live in Colombia and you listen to this podcast, watch out. Apparently there's 170
Was
hippos.
your dad worried they were going to make their way to New York? Is that what he said? Be careful. Are you going to Colombia? I mean,
the way my dad thinks that New York is everywhere, it's amazing to me. He'll see something that's happening in Zimbabwe and he's like, yo, it's somehow the water is going to trace back to New York. It's coming to you. So watch out. I'm like, where are they going to travel? They're going to travel from.
He would have gotten along with my grandma because she watched CNN all day long and would be like, there's a recall on the Oregon apple. I'm like, I don't live in Oregon. She'll be like, it's going to come to New York. You're going to get it. You're going to get it.
The way, he's not even like he just watches. Yeah, he loves watching the news and he's not even like really that worried. I think it's a conversation starter. He's like, stay alert. There's cocaine hippos. All right.
I love that. That's amazing. Can I tell you something? Yesterday I went to Starbucks and there was a man just standing outside of Starbucks. There's like a little like ledge there or whatever. And he had a Starbucks drink and he had a laptop out and he was blowing lines of cocaine at the entrance to Starbucks.
What?
And I was like, I stood there for a second. I was like, is this really happening? Like, you know, good little girl. And I'm like, oh my God. And Jared was like, we parked like on the street and he was like putting in like
LA.
10,
this is LA.
Yeah. Putting in 10, minutes in the meter or whatever. And he walks over and I go, snorting cocaine at the entrance to Starbucks. Like right. He wasn't even trying to hide it or anything. He was just straight up, back on his computer. Type. I was like, what? I honestly feel like I had some of the cocaine because in the air or something.
Secondhand coke. Yeah.
Yeah. Secondhand cocaine I never did cocaine. Can you get secondhand coke? Probably like it goes in the air because I walk into Starbucks and they were blasting Wicked. And I was like, they knew I was coming.
I saw that story. You posted that. And I was like, honestly, I couldn't hear it in your story. I'm like, what song is it?
It was Defying Gravity. The whole thing. And when I went up to order, she's like, what do you want? And I was like, stumbled. I was like, tall, grande. I was like, I'm so sorry. I can't get my thoughts together because you're blasting Wicked. I mean, it's for me. And she goes, isn't it great? And I was like, an instant best friend. I was like, I know. Like, do they let you do this a lot? She was like, no. And when it comes on, I'm just like, oh, so fun. And I was like, this is so fun. I forget why I'm here.
You know what? I'm gonna come back to the Starbucks. That's a great way though to like get new customers is just to kind of play that, be more
Yeah.
personalized with the experience.
Yeah.
Play some Broadway for us. Thank you.
I played hairspray in a clothing store I used to work at. Let's just say it didn't work
Yes.
out with the owner. She was not into that. I'd be like, no one else is here. Literally, it's just me. How am I supposed to entertain myself? I'm going to play the fucking hairspray soundtrack.
You know what? I
She was
think I
like,
need to watch Hairspray again. I loved that movie.
so good. So, so good.
Good
Who
Morning
else do we want to cover
Baltimore. Good
here?
Morning Baltimore. I need to wake up every day
That's
and
a
that needs
bop.
to be my alarm clock. My alarm.
That's a bop.
It's a bop.
I saw Hairspray 5 times on Broadway. I have a problem.
I think twice would suffice, Anna. 5 times though,
No,
please.
it's in the 5 Timers Club. I think it's in the 5 Timers Club. I have a 5 Timers Club of shows I've seen 5 times. I'm
Well,
pretty sure
give
that's
us the
one of them.
list.
Okay. Do you guys want to cancel me more? Dre loves to be like, oh, let's go, theater nerd. Mamma Mia, obviously, 5-timer. Wicked, I've seen, I think,
Impressive.
4 times, maybe. That's not a 5-timer. Next to Normal, 5 times. Fun Home, 5 times. Hairspray, 5 times.
5 times.
Just
incredible.
throwing that out there.
No, that's really honestly, that is something you should be proud of. You're a woman supporting the arts.
I always am. I am the
Yeah.
arts, so why not support it?
Why not support it? You've got to keep the
I am
economy going.
supporting, yeah, myself.
I
Are you
absolutely love
watching The
that.
Bachelor this season? That was my question for you. Are you? You're not. Dre dabbles, but you're not a Bachelor girl.
I dabbles, yes. I deebles and I dabbles. The thing with The Bachelor is I'm
She
so far
dibbles.
behind, but believe me, I am watching the clips. I usually start following them and I start watching their stories just to like keep in the know. But I feel like this Bachelor, he actually looks really cute.
I love Joey. I was so excited when they announced him. He was really sweet and hot and funny on his last season. He's a tennis player from Philadelphia. We're basically the same person.
I mean, yeah, you got to support him. Please.
So yeah, I was really excited for this. But then we saw he did some video this week.
Oh, this is what I saw. This is the only thing I know about him, truly.
That wasn't a good thing to know about that, because
I wasn't impressed.
Like when you show people photos of a celebrity and you're like, who is that? They showed him on a video, like, who is this person? And it was a picture of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. And he thought it was Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Which, by the way, if you're going to confuse somebody, at least get them in the same generation. At least have them from the same freaking decade.
That was so off.
You know what it is?
What?
She's got one of those names, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, like 2 hard G's. But I'm also wondering, is that what they were 3-parter names? Is that why he got confused? Where is the confusion?
I have no idea. I have no idea. It was the funniest mix-up I've ever seen, though. I was like, what the fuck? Joey, we're rooting for you until this moment. Now we think, are you okay? But he lives in Hawaii. He's a tennis pro in Hawaii. He doesn't give a shit about this stuff. He didn't follow the act. Probably didn't watch the act on Hulu.
Detached. I appreciate a man that's detached, but for somebody who doesn't even know what Ruth Bader Ginsburg looks like I can understand if you don't know the trending Gypsy Rose of it all, but to not know what Ruth looks like is just kind of, huh?
Yeah. And also, he didn't know who she really was. I was like, does he not know? Does he know what the Supreme Court was? There were follow-up questions.
Okay, good. And you know what? I get secondhand embarrassment because sometimes I don't know. I'm not up on the polls. I don't watch necessarily if there's like a new bill being passed. Sorry, I don't watch it. I watch like the spark notes of it. I read that. But to not, yeah, I mean, do you not? I get secondhand embarrassment. It's like when they ask Teresa. Sometimes she'll go on Watch What Happens Live and they ask her like big words. And somebody, the co-host is like, has to say whether or not she will know that word. And usually they go, she's not going to know this word. And then they ask her and she's like, I never seen that word in my life. I don't know it. And to me, I'm just like,
I love that she goes along with it though.
She goes along with it. Sheena Shea was just on Watch What Happens Live and they asked her, they showed a picture of Jill Biden. And they go, do you know who this is? And she's like,
no.
No. if you
No,
don't
the first lady.
but no, the first lady. It was a picture that wasn't with Joe. It was just her. So
Still.
but still, you gotta know the first lady.
I like Jill Biden too. I'm like, know her. She seems she's like a cooler first lady too to know, She's chill.
She's chill.
Chill Jill, honey.
Chill Jill. People just, it's kind of shocking. So Ruth Bader, not to be confused with Gypsy Rose.
So funny. Did you watch the Grammys? That was my last question for you before we take a quick break. Did you watch the Grammys?
I watched the Grammys second half though. So I kind of started with Miley Cyrus, but then I went back to watch Tracy Chapman in a fast car. That was it.
It's really jobs. It's like up on the charts too.
As it should be. It should have never left the charts. When I'm in a mood, I'm throwing on Tracy. Okay, because Tracy is gonna get you out of a rut.
I gotta be honest. I don't know that many of her other songs. Like that's the song for me and for a lot of people.
Absolutely, yes.
But it is a good song. And it's really cool when like a newer artist like Luke Combs like makes it popular again. Like I love seeing this like revival or like when someone samples your song and then your song like blows up again. Like it's exciting to see those things happen. I like it. Miley was amazing on the Grammys. Miley was so fun.
I love a girl that I love a person that is them to the core.
Yeah.
Does what
she was
wants.
Just like, I'm doing my thing. I'm doing what I want. I loved when she was like, get the crowd. Like she was like, guys, do you not know this fucking song?
Like, you won't know this song?
Yeah, like get with it. I loved her. I loved her speeches. I thought she was great. I loved when she like praised Mariah Carey, which was very funny then with the Taylor and Celine moment. Cause Miley, everyone loved that. She was like, oh my God, like Mariah fucking Carey is handing me an award.
That was huge deal.
How did you feel about the Taylor of it all on the Grammys? I'm curious.
I knew the Taylor and Celine.
Taylor announcing her album. There was a lot of Taylor moments that that people have been talking about.
I think she was caught up in the moment when she didn't give Celine the big hug.
I think so too.
However, it was just amazing to see Celine healthy and in person. So I think I would have. Another thing is people said maybe she didn't want to hug her, because she has a delicate body right now, but I still would have given Celine a hug. I would have recognized that Celine, I would have been so excited. But then again, Taylor also has a million things that she's remembering. She's got to post her album. She's got to talk about it. She's got to give like 10,000 speeches. Do I think that she should be sweeping the Grammys year after year? No. I think she
either does Jay-Z.
Tons of Jay-Z is pissed. Jay-Z is PO'd. Dude, he is not down for it. And rightly so. You know what I mean? What Kanye did to Taylor, not right, not cool, disgusting. What Kanye did was just kind of give light to his amazing, talented wife, as any husband, I think.
What Jay-Z did, you're saying.
What Jay-Z did.
Yeah,
I didn't think that was like too much shade. But I do think that Taylor kind of dominates, and I think there are tons of other talented artists that do need to be recognized and maybe are kind of overshadowed by Taylor.
It was so funny though when she announced the album. I was like, oh, everyone just like kind of was like, well, I guess next year won't be my year. I don't know.
Yeah, the faces of everybody was just like, what? Oh my God! Wow, that was the announcement. Wait, what? Yeah, and then. What is it? The Deaf Poet Society? I'm kidding. The new album is something about
the dead poet. No, the tortured poet. Dead Poet Society is a movie.
I know.
Tortured Poet Society, something like that. The Tortured
Poets Department.
The Tortured Poets Department.
Absolutely.
La la la.
Studio.
It's so funny because I feel like a little bit of an outsider. I like her and I really am curious to go see her show. I liked early Taylor. Like I was like a huge fan of like her early albums. I think I've like fallen off in the last few years, last few albums just because I just don't know them that well. You're talking about a girl who listens to Hairspray. But I feel like I feel
you're
like
talking to me, a girl that listens to like Studio 54. I'm up on like literally that's my Spotify.
Me too. So Cher was my number one artist the last 3 years in a row. So let's be real.
Absolutely.
But I feel like when she does these like announcements or these like plants or whatever, I feel so on the outside. Like I'm like, there are people who are like losing their shit right now when she announces an album on the Grammys. There, and I feel like I'm not in that world.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh wow, look, I guess she's, but it's so calculated for her fans that I'm like,
Yeah.
should I get into this club? Like it feels like a club I haven't been initiated into. Like I don't know. I feel a little of an outsider when she does those kinds of things. I'm like,
Me
oh,
too.
this must be big for a lot of people, but not for me right now.
Absolutely. Do I think she's an incredible songwriter? Yes.
Yeah.
But I also don't feel like I'm inside the club, and it would be nice to be just
Okay,
to get
maybe this
excited when people get
2024 Dre,
excited.
Big Wigs goes to Taylor. Maybe we go hard on Taylor this year.
Maybe. I mean, there's so many new artists too. Maybe, but it really is. I mean, there's just too much content to absorb. That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm still
Well,
out
if
here
you want
trying
to
to
join the
be,
journey,
yeah.
if you want to hop on the Taylor train, I'm interested. I am. I'm interested. I'm going to say that. And on that note, I think we should take a quick little breaky poo. Let's take a little Pookie break.
Yes. Oh my God, Pookie is rested. Pookie is restored. Welcome back, Bigwigs. We are going right into one of our fave segments. It's hot takes. So somebody who really does keep us on our toes is, of course, the ever life-changing Julia Fox. And Julia
Yes.
is here with us today because she's always doing something from a book to clothing. She now has a new show, which is going to be absolutely bombastic side eye. So we have this new show, OMG Fashun, Julia. Is that right?
Yeah, it's like it's a fashion like reality, like I don't know, like it's like reality, but like a competition.
Oh,
And it's like tons of looks, and it's going to be on which is like so iconic to get a
yeah.
fashion like a fashion competition series like on I mean, like if you told me that like 10 years ago, I'd have been like, okay, no. But now I'm just like, oh my God, OMG.
It's
You know,
fashion. Yeah. Is it kind of
it's
Project
so good.
Runway or designers doing things, or you're just like gonna comment on crazy looks?
Yeah, no. So it's definitely like got some Project Runway like influence in it. Like
Okay.
we're not copying whatsoever. So like don't
Right.
sue us. But like, yeah, I have a co-host, Law Roach, the iconic is
Wow.
gonna co-host with me because they were kind of like, Julia, like you are such an icon, like you like the clothing and stuff, but like
Yeah.
have you ever hosted? And I was like, well, I mean, like, yeah, basically, like my life is like me hosting my own life, you know?
Yes.
So I've been ready for television for like a full 30 years, like literally, like this is like my calling. So it's just like amazing that things can really happen, you know?
This is a perfect launching point for you because you have the craziest looks of all time. Like even when you go in on Drew Barrymore, she kind of like tried to copy the style. So what do you see for
How
new
cute was
trends?
Drew? She was so cute. She was like trying, like, she was so fun, you know. She like touched my vagina, and I was like, girl, I love that. It
I
was
mean, yeah,
so fun.
Drew's a touchy person. And we know that you're kind of touchy, but Drew is next level.
I love it. We text all the time. We're
I'm
just like,
sure.
I'm like, girl, I miss you. I want to smell your breath.
Absolutely. And I wanted to ask you, what do you see for the new trends for 2024? Because I know last year was kind of this like resurgence of like the 1990s, early 2000s. Are we going to see those trends coming back even more?
Oh my God, I am obsessed with this question. Yeah, like, okay, first of all, I think we're going through like such a bride core moment. I don't know if you've seen, but like, I have really been feeling my inner bride. Like, I'm not
Ooh,
married. I don't give
yeah,
a fuck about like, you know, like societal standards and like the patriarchy, like wanting you to be like a wife or whatever. Like, ew, gross. But like,
gross.
being a bride is an expression. And so I really feel like bridal is like so in right now. I think we're gonna move on to like after bridal. I think we're gonna really hit like a really, really big 70s moment. Like I'm
Ooh,
feeling like a hardcore. I want to be like 7 feet taller this year. And so I feel like platforms are just like getting higher. Okay. I feel like also like we should be wearing, you know, like I think we should be wearing like natural products. Like I want to wear, like I don't think we should be
Absolutely.
just recycling our clothing. I think we should be putting it into like our fashion. Like if I finish a tub of ice cream, like it could become a top hat. And that should be like the coolest thing you've ever seen in your fucking life. So I don't know. I just sort of feel like we're in this like like whatever goes moment. Like 90s,
Yeah.
yes, like give me thongs always. I will wear a thong as my bottom no matter what. But like I
Yeah.
also just feel like we're like, we should use like our surroundings more, and like fuck marriage, but like be a bride, like if you want to be a
Yes.
corpse, go be a corpse. That's cute too. Like you
Live
could be
your
a fucking
truth.
mummy, and like I'd be obsessed if you dressed in like a mummy.
Mummy
So yeah,
would be great too. I mean, yeah, if you could find the toilet paper or the bondage, whatever.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I'm so down with that.
Now you dated him first, I'll say. But now that Kanye is with Bianca Censori, what do you take from her outfits? I mean, she's literally walking around kind of nude, but with rubber boots. I mean, what is that all about?
I think she looks amazing. I actually really love the looks that she's doing. Like she's
Really?
doing like full body like tights and stuff. Like it's
Yeah.
so cute. She looks so cute. And I honestly feel like she's probably not wearing much because she doesn't want to wear some of the stuff that he gives her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so the only way to get out of that is to be like, well, babe, I'd rather show my nipples than like wear this like gross like top. So I am honestly for it. I hope she's doing well. And like, I think she should come on my show, like if she wants to come
Mm.
and be like a guest, like that would
That
be
would be
such a moment.
that would be amazing. You need to get her to
Um,
tell all about whatever is going on.
right, girl, we will dish. Okay, we will
You
go at
you
it.
need the main dish of her because girly is out here looking a little crazy.
A little, but like also cute. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, I gotta go because there's a ghost in my apartment and she's like so starving. And I told her I'd give her like Cheez-Its like an hour ago and I didn't. So I have
Oh
to
my
go give
God.
my ghost a snack.
Yeah, give the girl a snack. Wait, what was her name
Yeah,
again?
beauty. Like Beauty and the Beast.
That's right. That's right.
Everyone say hi to Beauty.
Hi, Beauty. Oh my God, I
Okay, I'll
love saying
tell
hi to her.
her. Obviously, I'll tell her and she will. And scene. Oh my God. I haven't done her in a minute. I should do a video. I miss doing her. I love doing her.
You should go to Starbucks and like rip a line with that guy outside Starbucks and then make a whole video.
Found my ex. He stole my drugs. What the fuck? Okay, wait, we
Literally.
gotta do another hot one. Another hot one. I gotta get a hot take from the one, the only, the trendiest name out there this week. Tom Sandoval, the premiere of Vanderpump Rules has happened. Tom Sandoval is with us today, you guys. Like, how fucking lucky are we? Welcome to the show. I hear you're podcasting all over the place now, huh?
Dude, thank you so much. And I just want to apologize for being late. I thought our meeting was at I don't know, like 8 p.m. tonight. And then all of a sudden I get this text from you and you're like, yo, where you at? So anyways, sorry I'm late, guys. I'm here.
Yeah, that's fine. We're about 67 minutes in, so thanks for coming. We appreciate it.
Dude, I'm doing the best I can. Okay. My life is honestly just like falling to pieces and I'm doing the fucking best I can, dude.
Okay, how do you feel about the premiere this week? How is that going for you?
Honestly, honestly, I'm not even like fucking watching this because it's kind of like painful to watch, but I mean, like people are DMing me saying that I look great. Like obviously my physique is still there. Obviously I'm keeping my body intact, but like I don't want to relive and rehash. The fact that like Ariana was in scene one was kind of like a diss to me because like fucking like I like hello, she's on it because of me, but whatever.
Do you guys have
Yeah.
that in like? Can you work that out in a contract? Like, you want to be in scene one, episode two? Like, can you work that out, or is
It's
that
not
out of your
no, dude.
hands?
No, the producers fucking like take over everything. Like I literally have no say. I have no freedom, dude. Everybody owns me. Fucking like I'm like literally like a little like mouse in a cage, dude. Like I could say I want to be in scene one and they'll put me in like scene 20. So like I've given up, dude.
Do you think this season's going to get juicy? Because last season was pretty intense.
Dude, it's as juicy as a kumquat. Like just watch it, guys. Like literally, it's if you don't know what a kumquat is, like get educated. It's a freaking delicious little mini orange. Yeah, this season is so juicy. It's like I mean, it's like honestly like the falling apart of my life, and obviously viewers want to see that shit. So enjoy. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I have a question for you. So Ariana, I mean, like you're out doing podcasts. She's like starring on Broadway right now. How do you feel about that?
I mean, she hit the breakup lottery. I'll say that much. Like, it's like I'm over here struggling to like pay the fucking bills, dude, and like I just put up more solar panels yesterday, and Ariana's like freaking over there on Broadway. So like, yeah, good for her. Like,
Are you
she,
going to see the show?
dude, no, dude, I'm not seeing the show, dude. I'm over it. Like, I want to support her, and like probably in another life I would have seen the show, but like, no, it's honestly too painful like to watch that shit. But she should come to my show, dude. I'm like, I've got new songs, and my band is absolutely killing it. So like, whenever Ariana wants to come to my shows, like, come on over.
Any names of new songs that you want to drop for us or like let the people know about?
We're honestly working on this new thing called like Blue Opalesque Manifest, and that one's gonna be a banger. It's it is it's about just like how life can take like many different shapes and sizes, kind of like the opal, and how you have to manifest that shit. And yeah, dude. So I mean, Tom Schwartzy, my best friend, he heard it and he thinks it is absolutely a banger. So obviously I trust his word, and we're just like always out there singing new songs, just fucking jazzing it up. And I really give my performances my all. So like I don't care if people come to my show and they're like shitting on my performance. I think I am a freaking performer, and I think I have a lot of talent, and maybe I have a place on Broadway. So
Oh, wow. Yeah. Is there a show that you'd want to do if you could do any show on Broadway?
I would honestly, with my good looks and my good physique, I see myself on either Cirque du Soleil or freaking like I mean, look at me. I look like Elphaba. In another life, I probably played Elphaba, and that is the God's honest, dude. Like
Wow,
that's
progressive. Yeah,
yeah. Yeah,
love
probably
it.
Elphaba. And what's it like a really good like villain story that
Like
you
the
see?
Phantom of the Opera. You
Oh
could
my
play like the
god, dude.
Phantom.
The freaking Phantom of the Opera, like I want you think Ariana got a great opening week? Dude, that is like I would freaking sell out the place, dude. I am
Yeah.
Broadway.
Wow.
Yeah,
Thanks.
dude. Dude. Freaking dude, like literally,
Humble.
dude.
Dude, you are humble.
After the fucking year I've had, I'm allowed to say whatever I want, dude. Like
Okay.
anyway, my agent's
I feel
calling me. I
comfortable.
probably booked another job, or maybe I'm being sued. I don't even know. So I'll see you guys.
One or the
Make
other.
one or the other. Make sure to freaking watch freaking Vanderpump Rules, dude.
I will.
Ugh.
I'm either getting sued or I booked a job. Honestly, for me, that's how I am, but it's either a collection agency or I got a job.
Sometimes I do get a pang of like excitement when I have an unknown number. I go, I'm either getting booked or it's my college loans. Which one's it gonna
Yeah.
be? Yeah.
Today it was actually the hospital, like my doctor's office was like, you never paid this like fee. And I was like, what? It's a 646. That's a New York number. I was like,
Right.
here we go. What'd she get?
Here we go. Who's calling me?
Who hired me? They're like, your balance of $57 is out, is gonna be collected soon. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I hate that shit. I hate it.
Anyway, I feel like we aired out a lot on this episode. I feel
Oh my
really good
God. I
about
feel
it.
like a new person.
I hope you guys feel that way too. Dre, let's plug some stuff. Where can people see you? You have a show coming up.
Plug away. Yes. Next week, it's gonna be Friday, I believe. February 16th. It's a Friday. I mostly play myself sketch show at the Players Theater. If you guys like fun sketch off Broadway, very like, just some fun, juicy, very raunchy a little bit, but it's very fun. And if you're in New York, you should come see.
And
Thank
I'll
you.
be at the Wilbur Theater in Los Angeles on February 16th, also on the other coast,
Ooh,
with my new show. Okay. No, yeah, Luann is that night too. That's why I was like, oh, it's the same night, but it's different cities.
Luann. Yes.
I want to plug, guys, I'm hosting a stand-up show at City Winery for brunch on February 24th in New York City. There's a lot of good comics on it, so it should be
Yes.
fun. And I'll be posting more about that. And yeah, honestly, can you guys do us a favor? Check out our YouTube because we're gonna beef that up. So that's the goal of 2024. YouTube.
YouTube.
Get on there. Just subscribe. You know we're not gonna like bother you. We're gonna just put these videos out of us doing the podcast on video, like most podcasts are doing these days. So check it
Exactly.
out. And in the meantime, pray for me that I sleep with these puppies. And we'll see you next week.
Pray for your girl.